In this video, I'm gonna teach you the one skill that separates six-figure earners from millionaires. Let's get right into it. And that skill is delegation. Delegation, not abdication. So you finally heard, you gotta learn how to delegate, gotta learn how to delegate. But the problem is most people don't understand that delegation is something you need to unpack. Delegation is not what most people think it is, right? Most people hear the word delegation and they think, oh, I just gotta give my work to other people and that's gonna make me a lot of money. No, that's abdication. You're trying to abdicate yourself from responsibility. You're trying to abdicate yourself from that person doing a good job and it being your responsibility. Delegation means I'm going to teach / demonstrate, right? I'm going to have that person repeat, and then they're gonna then teach / demonstrate. And then I'm going to follow up. Forever. That's what people don't get about delegation. They think delegation, oh, here's my responsibilities. Get it done. That person doesn't get it done. Oh man, what the fuck, man? This ain't, I could just do it myself, man. I could just do it myself. No, you have a skill deficiency. When you delegate, you need to teach, demonstrate what exactly you're trying to get this person to learn. So let's say you get a VA in your business, all right? And your VA is now responsible for appointment setting, or your VA is now responsible for whatever, filling up your calendar, whatever responsibilities your VA now has. You have to teach them, demonstrate how you have done it. So you have to create processes, right? And the way you do this is to have an SOP. You need to create SOPs, standard operating procedures, of how exactly you want that procedure to get done. How exactly that procedure gets done in the most efficient way. The problem with a lot of people is they don't have SOPs of how they do stuff. They just kind of wing it. They're the entrepreneur. They're just kind of figuring this shit out. They don't have standard operating procedures, so they can't teach. They can't teach how the fuck they're supposed to delegate. They don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be doing anyways. So in order for you to create standard operating procedures, you need to document your processes. Document. You need to document this shit. Step by step. This is how this is done. And in my opinion, the fastest way to do this, there are platforms for this, but the fastest way to do this, guys, in my opinion, is Loom. I love Loom. I use Loom in my day-to-day business every day. You can create courses on it with fucking Loom. Your SOPs can be done through Loom. The reason I love Loom because it allows you to do both, right? As you're documenting, you can explain. And then you can put all your fucking demonstration as a guide for that person to walk through. They can see, understand. It has show notes. That's why I love Loom. Loom to me, maybe there's another platform out there, but what I use specifically in my 7-figure business is Loom. Whenever I'm showing somebody how to do something, it has my little bubble on the side of the screen of me talking about it, me going through it, me showing the steps, and then that thing is now saved as a process. And then I go and document this for all the processes that I want done. So that person doesn't have to come and ask me a question, hey man, how did I do this again? They have every single thing so from steps A to Z, on whatever task needs to be completed, however it needs to be completed, you're gonna document it for the person you're trying to teach / demonstrate. You need to document your SOPs so you can teach and demonstrate. And once they have been taught, once you have created a loom explaining, this is how I want you to do this for step A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, you're gonna have them repeat it. You're gonna then have them repeat it. Once they see you do it, they must repeat it. Meaning now they're gonna do what I just told them to do. Let me see how they get it done. And then I want them to teach me. Okay, the final way to know that you understand this process. You've now saw me do it. You were able to repeat it. Teach me like I was brand new. The fastest way to learn something is to teach it. Have that person teach you how to do the SOP, right? And then what you need to do as a delegation is you need to follow up forever, right? It can be weekly checkups, it can be daily checkups, but that person, you need to make sure that I seen a quote that says, as a CEO, right, your responsibility is to make sure that the level of work is always at excellence, because human beings will naturally default to laziness. Human beings will naturally default to mediocrity. So as a CEO, no matter if you have processes or not, people are going to try to be lazy. This is human beings. We don't like complex problems. Our brains, this is really important. Our brains function to avoid problems. Our brains function to make life as simple as possible. So you're gonna notice, no matter how high level the person is, A player, B player, whatever the fuck player it is, human beings will naturally try to default back to laziness. And as the CEO, no matter if you've explained this shit 1,000 times, you have to follow up and make sure that the processes are being done correctly until you have full trust in this person. And then maybe what you can do is you can withdraw your follow-ups. So you never completely withdraw yourself. So if that person has shown excellence for a while, maybe you don't have to check up on them every single day. You can now, because now you're breathing down their throat, right? Now you can check up on them once a week as kind of like a review. Hey, how did the week go? Or now you can check up on them once a month. But you still need to follow up. So you make sure that this task is being done. What most people do is they abdicate. Oh, I heard to delegate on social media. So I want you to do my work for me. I want to abdicate myself from my responsibilities. That means you don't want responsibilities. My spelling is terrible. Whenever I'm typing and writing and thinking, I forget how to spell. Responsibilities. Right? Most people, when they want to give out stuff, they don't want to have responsibilities. You have a lot of responsibility here. When you delegate, you got a lot of responsibility. You have to teach, you have to create processes. They have to then repeat it, then teach it to you, and then you have to follow up. But that's the way you can replace yourself in a business to go from 6 to 7 figures. As a 6-figure entrepreneur, you're generally trying to do everything on your own. But unfortunately, there's not enough time in the day for you to be able to do everything on your own. So you need to get good at teaching. This is a skill deficiency. You have to get good at being able to explain stuff to people, being patient, understanding that they're human beings, understanding that they're gonna try to default back to mediocrity. Every single time. Us human beings, we don't want complex problems. This is in our biology. But you need to learn this, teach, demonstrate, create processes, document the process using Loom so they can repeat it, teach and demonstrate to you, and then you follow up forever. So now you can start to slowly replace yourself in the parts of the business that don't require you. As the CEO, your goal is to be the visionary. Your goal is to be the leader. You're supposed to be overseeing things and bringing your business forward. It's not a high level priority for you to be doing shit that you can pay somebody $10 an hour for. That is a waste of your time. You need to be thinking of bigger problems, trying to build your business to a next level. Those $10 problems you're solving are not gonna make you millions. You need to delegate that. Not abdicate it, delegate it. And if you can do that for all the things that don't require you, if you can replace yourself for all the things that don't require you in the business, you will get to 6 to 7 figures. All right? So no more cleaning your house. No more fucking cooking food. That shit is fucking stupid. You don't have time for this when you're trying to make 7 figures a year. You need to be working 7 days a week, trying to bring your business forward, trying to teach people how to get stuff done that doesn't require you. And you need to be trying to solve new problems, innovate, so you can push your business forward. So any low-level skill that doesn't require you, you need to delegate it. And that's how you go from 6 to 7 figures.